My name is Gepsie Metellus. I am a child of immigrants. I am an immigrant. I have been educated, trained, and worked in the United States almost all of my life, right? I am an educator, I'm a public administrator, and my very last career was that of executive director of a nonprofit organization, Sant Haitian Neighborhood Center, at which I co-founded and in which I served as the founding executive director for 25 years. I am married. I have no children. I love Miami. And Miami to me is this place of new beginnings, this place where people can integrate themselves so easily in several community issues, several communities, and just make an impact wherever their heart lies. And so, again, as I stated, I served as executive director at Sant, an organization that worked for a long time with the Women's Fund. But before the work, the collaboration with the Women's Fund, let me just say that I was a board member during the very early years of the Women's Fund. And for me, it was all about the idea, the importance of the idea of women coming together to ensure that they look after the well-being of women and girls. I love the idea that women were pulling together their resources to impact, again, women and children and families. And of course, when you impact women, children, families, you impact communities, right? And it was also important to me. I was very impressed by the fact that we wanted to, as women, demonstrate the power of our pocketbooks. And so the luncheon, the famous annual luncheon that the Women's Fund has, Power of the Purse, exemplifies for me and celebrates for me what I greatly admire about the Women's Fund's mission. And so as to our collaboration, I will call out two very important projects that we worked on together. One, it is, because this project continues to be in need, unfortunately, and that is anti-human trafficking, ensuring that all of us are aware of signs of human trafficking, understand what it is, first and foremost, aware of the signs, aware of what a victim or potential victim might look like, what signs they might demonstrate. And so, again, this community-wide campaign, not only to ensure that people are aware, that they understand the scourge that the women, trafficking women and girls represent, but that they're armed with tools to combat it and join the ranks of people who are trying to put an end to this horrendous industry. The second collaboration, I would call really the work we did together around identifying the challenges or the needs for early learning in the Haitian community. Of course, because then Sant was is located in North Miami. We try to look at North Miami proper, but we expanded it to Northeast Corridor, if you will. That way, we would be able to identify the needs, the issues, the challenges, and the potential solutions across that Northeast corridor, which, of course, includes a really large number of Haitian American families. And so that work, I think, holds very, very promising results, and that we've identified the fact that there aren't sufficient early learning facilities in this community. We've identified the data. There've been significant studies that spell out or that paint a picture for everyone who's interested around what the needs are, but more importantly, what the ramifications are. What can go wrong in a community when early learning opportunities are not made widely available to children who are going to be our future, who are going to be our future workforce. And so that project for me is the icing on the cake of our collaboration with the Women's Fund. And of course, there are other things that we do together, convenings, bringing together experts around challenges facing families, women, girls in particular, looking at the foster care system, looking at children aging out of foster care and where the pockets of opportunity or where gaps might be that need to be filled. And of course, this idea of always growing the collaborative table, always identifying new partners, new organizations, new institutions with whom we can partner in order to advance, goals that we hold dearly, both of us, right? Women's Fund as well as Sant. And so, I can't sing the praises enough of this organization. As I indicated already, it is so impactful that women pull their resources together to impact the lives of women, girls, children, and thereby impacting communities long term. It is so, it is such an example that women come together to address issues that impact not just women and girls, right? We're talking gender-based violence to, homelessness, to all of the other real challenges that our families face. But it's this idea that women are standing up for other women. Women are putting their money where their mouths are with respect to supporting women, girls, and communities. And women advocating for women, women lifting up the voices of other women, and I'm reminded of former uh, Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, who famously stated that, there was a special place in hell for women who don't help other women. And so for me, I have made this a maxim. I have made this a goal of mine to always be there to support another woman. And most recently, I heard this very same thing framed a little differently by a good friend, right? Dr. Naomi Blemure, who frames it as sponsoring another woman. Yes, you can help. Yes, you can support. Yes, you can help to open doors, but sponsoring another woman means you really are going to be there with that person for their whatever their career challenges or needs happen to be.